Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Karen and hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about the back pain. So if you like the video related to my health my way, I would like to request you all please to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin, let's go. Back pain is one of the most common reasons people go to the doctor or miss work, and it's a leading cause of disability worldwide. Fortunately, you can take measures to prevent or relieve most back pain episodes. If prevent fails, simply home treatment and you can say the proper body mechanic often will heal your back within a few weeks and keep it functional. Surgery is rarely needed to treat back pain. Now it comes to symptoms. Back pain can range from a muscle aching to a shivering, burning, or stabbing sensation. In addition, the pain may radiate down your leg or worsen with bending, twisting, lifting, standing, or walking. Now, when to see a doctor. Most back pain gradually improves with the home treatment and self-care, usually within a few weeks. Contact your doctor if your back pain persists past a few weeks, is severe and doesn't improve with rest. Spreads down one or both legs, especially if the pain extends below the knee. Causes weakness, numbness, or tingling in one or both legs. Is accompanied by unexplained weight loss. Now, in rare cases, back pain can signal a serious medical problem. Seek immediate care if your back pain causes new bowel or bladder problems, is accompanied by a fever, follows a fall, blow to your back, or other injury. Causes back pain often develop without a cause that your doctor can identify with a test or an imaging study. Conditions commonly linked to a back pain include muscle or ligament strain. Repeated heavy lifting or a sudden awkward movement can strain back muscle and spinal ligament. If you are in poor physical condition, constant strain on your back can cause painful muscle spasm. Then it comes to bulging or ruptured disc. Discs act as cushions between the bone and your spine. The soft material inside a disc can bulge or rupture and press on the nerve. However, you can have a bulging or ruptured disc without back pain. Disc disease is often found incidentally when you have spine x-rays for some other reason. Now it comes to arthritis. Osteoarthritis can affect the lower back. In some cases, arthritis in the spine can lead to a narrowing of the space around the spinal cord, a condition called spinal stenosis. Then it comes to osteoporosis. Your spine vertebrae can develop painful fractures if your bones become porous and brittle. Then it comes to risk factors. Anyone can develop back pain, even children and teens. These factors might put you at greater risk of developing back pain. Age. Back pain is more common as you get older, starting around age 30 or 40. Lack of exercise, weak, unused muscle in your back and abdomen might lead to back pain. Then it comes to excess weight. Excess body weight put extra stress on your back. Then it comes to disease. Some type of arthritis and cancer can contribute to back pain. Then it comes to improper lifting, using your back instead of your legs can lead to back pain. Then it comes to psychological condition. People prone to depression and anxiety appear to have a greater risk of back pain. Then it comes to smoking. Smokers have increased rates of back pain. This may occur because smoking prompts more coughing, which can lead to a herniated disc. Smoking can also decrease blood flow to the spine and increase the risk of osteoporosis. Then it comes to prevention. You might avoid back pain or prevent its recurrence. By improving your physical condition and learning and practicing proper body mechanic to keep your back healthy and strong. Exercise, regular low impact aerobic activities, those that doesn't or don't strain or jolt or your back, can increase strength and endurance in your back and allow your muscles to function better. Walking and swimming are good choices. Talk with your doctor about which activities you might try. Then it comes to build muscle strength and flexibility. Abdominal and back muscle exercise which strengthen your core help condition these muscles so that they work together like a natural corset for your break or for your back. Then it comes to maintain a healthy weight. Being overweight strains back muscles. If you are overweight, trimming down can prevent back pain. Then it comes to quit smoking. Smoking increase your risk of low back pain. The risk increase with the number of cigarettes smoked per day. So quitting should help reduce this risk. Avoid movement that will so strain your back. Use your body properly. Stand smart. Don't slouch. Maintain a neutral pelvic position if you must stand for longer periods. Place one foot on a low foot stool to take some of the load off your lower back. Alternate feet, good posture can reduce the stress on back muscle. Then it comes to sit smart. Choose a seat with the good lower back support, armrest, and a swivel base. Placing a pillow or a rolled towel in the small of your back can maintain its normal curve. Keep your knees and hips level. Change your position frequently, at least every half an hour. Then it comes to lift smart. Avoid heavy lifting if possible, but if you must lift something heavy, let your legs do the work. Keep your back straight. No twisting and bend, only at the knees. Hold the load close to your body. Find a lifting partner if the object is heavy or awkward. That's all about the back pain in this video. I hope you all liked it. I'll definitely come in the next week with another content. Till then, God bless you. Bye bye and take care.